to Nerds Garage, a new game. I don't know what day it is.
I don't know what day it is either. Let's just call it Nerds Garage New Games to Us Day.
This is a new game that came out this year, and we've been playing it
for the last 3 days.
And we like it.
Woo, woo, woo. It's really fun. This game is cool.
Raiders of Scythia.
Raiders of Scythia. Renegade Game Studios and Garphill Games.
Woot woot.
Woot woot.
And
like that.
We've been a little obsessed with Raiders of the North Seas. Okay,
Yep.
All right. So we've been in lockdown like everybody else, and we've been ordering games, and we got Raiders of the North Sea, and it was like, oh my goodness, where have you been all my life? And then I bought all the expansions.
All of them.
And we've been slowly working through them. And then somebody posted this. This!
Just
This!
when I thought we had escaped.
So I
They
ordered it,
sucked us back in with
Not knowing.
Raiders of Scythia.
not knowing it was new.
Yeah.
So it is like if you took all of Raiders of the North Sea, all the expansions, and put it into one game and made a really cool game.
And then shook it up a whole bunch.
And threw it on the table.
Threw it on the table.
And then had a lot of fun.
Really cool new art. A whole new style of art from those other games. So we're comparing it, but we're not comparing it. We're just saying.
All right. So the art is by same designer as Raiders of the North Sea. And the designer and art for this game is Shem Phillips. And we have to say it is very thematically and regionally correct.
Well, it made me feel like if you're telling a story with your board game and with the art of that board game, I felt like I was in that area. I was in that region. Felt like I was there. It sucked me right in. The artwork really thematically matched the regions that you're Greece and Persia and Raiders of Scythia.
And the more we play it, more it grows on me. But I have to say, I did love the art, the whimsical, humorous art from Raiders of the North Sea.
This art has a different edge to it.
Yes.
The edges aren't as soft as they were in the other one, but it works. It works.
It does.
I mean, if you're talking about, look at this. This
All right,
works.
So let's talk about the game. It is for what, 1 to 4 players?
Yes, 1 to 4 players.
And it is worker placement, and it is set collection, and dice rolling. And this one is different because the dice... Let's just talk about the dice for a second.
Okay, the dice are cool.
The dice...
Can I get the dice out?
You hear the dice. Oh, excuse me.
me.
I would actually throw in a photo of the dice here. But...
Take them out of all these bags. Somebody packed the game really, really well.
But she took a whole lot of good photos, so let me slide it in here so we don't need to pull everything out.
So, I just wanted to pull the dice out. Look at these cool dice. So cool.
All right, so this was added in on an expansion of the Raiders game, and I love the fact in this game, like you said, the wounds are systemic.
The wounds. Yeah, the wounds. We talked about the wounds. They came up in one of those expansions for the other game.
Raiders of the North Sea.
Yeah, they come through. They're a factor in every turn that you're doing a raid in this game, and it really changes how things work sometimes.
But in this game, you have the gold dice too, because the gold is an end game points, victory points. And if they are on where you're going to raid, you have to roll them as well, which makes it
extra dice. Yes.
Very systemic. That every time you raid, there's going to be wounds.
Yeah, it makes you think ahead. You have to really plan ahead. You can get a neat little card engine going in this game. And we're back. We were talking about the dice, and then there was a slight interruption, so we had to pause for a second.
So systemically, it grows and grows and grows the wounds. But I found that instead of worrying about curing everybody before I went to a next battle, with my crew member cards, I was able to go because I had enough coolness. They are the kunis are they're for strength.
I don't know how to say that word.
Kunai, kunis. I found that when, even though I had all the wounds on my crew members, that I had enough of I could go to heal them.
You had alternatives.
Yeah. And in battle, if my crew members accrued wounds, it would either heal or give me silver coins. So it wasn't that bad.
Because all the crew members have different abilities. If you had the right combination, and in that one game, you had a really cool combination of this one would cure like 3 wounds, but you multiplied it with the eagle, and then you could wait. You could go through 2 battle rounds, 2 raids before going back to town and healing everybody. You really had that worked out. And I sort of did the opposite, where I worked out where I could do multiple quests and not worry about the raiding as much.
I know, you had hardly any wounds, which killed me. But that's the interesting point we should talk about. In this game, they have the animals, which are the eagles.
And horses.
That eagles are on top of the crew cards, and the horses are under, and the horses normally have extra points for battle or end of game points.
Right, and then the eagles would allow you to use an ability of a card when normally you wouldn't, or they would give you multipliers to multiply an ability that you could use.
Which you totally utilized a ton.
I love the eagles. Or they would just have straight up, here's a combat point and here's a end game points. But you have different combinations. The different combinations of the different horse and eagle cards really plays a factor in how you set up your particular gameplay. And that's what I enjoy about this game is there's so many different ways to play. There's so many different strategies. And so it appeals to everyone who plays it because they can play their way. I played my way for 2 games, and then on the 3rd game, I just tried to play a totally different way, and it worked out for me. It was uncomfortable because it's not how I normally play, but the game let me play that way because I got the right combination of cards.
Well, that's the replayability. There are so many crew member cards which have so many unique abilities, and then you add the eagles that can change and add and multiply your crew member cards, which change your strategy
and
each game.
Because we are in that pandemic lockdown mode, pretty much bubble. We're in that bubble mode. Can't wait to play this with 4 people. I can't imagine. But this is like with 4 people. We have 3 people here, so the 2 of us have played this several times through, and we're waiting on the 3rd to play with us, see how that goes. But I can't wait to play with 4 people because I think it'll be pandemonium and strategic fun for everybody.
So we are new to Renegade games, and so far we are loving it.
You're batting 100 over here.
And we think that Raiders of Scythia is, if there's expansions, great, but it is an all-in-one game. Everything you needed. Takes the best from Raiders of the North Sea and all the expansions and put it into one. And the worker placement strategy and the dice, we love.
It's super fun, and you don't need anything else. It's all right here in the one box.
A small little box for traveling if we ever get to travel again.
That thing that we call traveling. This would be super neat. I've heard of this thing called traveling.
And Nerds Garage highly recommends this game, and we'll put all the links below on where you can find it.
We give it a whole bunch of thumbs up.
Two.
All right, hey everybody, thank you for listening and watching and checking out.
Nerds Game, I don't know what day
Nerds Game, I don't know. Let's call it Nerds Game Day. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you next time.